Hey everybody, it's Oldskulenerd. They're back. Not that they ever left, but they're back again. Electric Callboy. This time they're doing a collaboration with The Offspring. They did a collaboration when Frank Zumo joined the band, and they did Still Waiting by Sub 41. This is one for from a collaboration with The Offspring, which is really awesome because it seems like it coincides to right when they're getting ready to kick off festival season. Last year, they released Still Waiting, and now, kicking off festival season, they're doing a collaboration with Offspring, and it just seems like it's just a great party type song. Speaking of great parties type songs, what do you name the perfect party song? Well, if you're like me, and you're from South Louisiana, and you are a ragin' Cajun, like I am, you laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll, which is the name of this song. The difference is when I say it, it's completely different than most people say it because I use my Cajun French and I say laissez le bon temps rouler. And when we were a kid, laissez le bon temps rouler was a TV show, ready? Where they played indigenous cultural Cajun music, like traditional Cajun music, live at a live venue where people were dancing. And the name of the show was Laissez le bon temps rouler. So I grew up with that phrase. So Electric Callboy, let the good times roll. Going into summer festival season, perfect time for this. I did see some pictures that they posted. Both them and Tank the Tech posted pictures from the festival. Was it this weekend? The double one, Rock 'em Ring. And then there was another one that they were at. It was like 80,000 people and they had some shots. Crazy crowd, super awesome. I do know that Tank the Tech was ill a couple weeks ago, got sick, and he's feeling better now, but glad you're back on, brother. All right, are you ready? Reaction right now. Electric Callboy, The Offspring, let the good times roll. They have Howie Mandel on their video. Howie Mandel. Okay, for those who do not know, for those of you who do not know who Howie Mandel is a Canadian comedian who's famous in both Canada and the United States and fairly famous around the world. He was famous for his awkward comedy. He's now currently famous because he's a judge on some of the Got Talent shows. I've seen him on Canada's Got Talent and America's Got Talent. So he was a comedian for years. And for those who do not know, he actually was very famous for two things here in America, comedy-wise. He would take a rubber glove, like a latex glove, put it over his head and blow it up to where it was giant. And then he had a satchel bag that was in the shape of a latex glove. But what he was most famous for me as a kid, Howie Mandel, and that would be this gentleman right here. What Howie Mandel was most famous for when I was growing up was actually he did the voice of a character who was a little child named Bobby. Okay, and he would talk as Bobby. My name is Bobby, and he would do that. He would do this voice. I used to be able to do it when I was younger, but I can't do it anymore because my voice has dropped. And I used to be able to do Bobby. And he had a cartoon called Bobby's World. Like all this stuff, right? And so Howie Mandel mainly does like a podcast. He does this stuff. I don't know why he's in this video, but it's really cool that he is. So they're in LA, The Offspring, Electric Callboy, Los Angeles, Howie Mandel. It's a lot. Yes, he is Canadian. Yeah. They're funny in Canada. John Candy, Howie Mandel, the list goes on.
Headlights shining through the night, we need no daylight. Feels like we will never die. We are unstoppable, we are incredible. And I feel like everybody knows that I won't take it, then you can watch me roll the floor. I won't take it, so take it, oh. I won't take it.
So basically, it's actors and comedians. Like he's a famous comedian. He was also an actor on The Big Bang Theory as a geologist. But this guy's a famous actor. I'm not going to know a lot of the names, but I see the faces and I'm like, comedian, actor. So yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those LA shoots. That's Necrogoblin from the band. There's a band called Necrogoblin, and this is the gob. You know what? I'm just going to press play. I don't need to explain all this to you. If you're here and you're a fan of Electric Callboy, you already know all these people, all these references, because good vibes and fun and comedy and all of these things that are apparently connected with all of these people on the screen is what makes Electric Callboy so fun. So it makes sense. So I'm going to stop continually stopping to point things out, and we're just going to enjoy the video. I apologize. I've learned my lesson. We're going to move on. Unless there's somebody I can't help and I have to stop it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love the band. I love the theme. I love what they do. Everything about it. It's just a good time. See what I did there? Shut up.
And let the good times roll. Sunlight shining on my face, I'm feeling so high. That's what I was waiting for a long time. I'm gonna leave it all behind. The best is yet to come. Walk shake it, then you can watch it roll the floor. Walk shake it, just shake it, shake it. Walk shake it, then you can watch it roll the floor. Walk shake it, just everywhere I go. We turn on the fire, being ready to go. Keep your fast close and let the good times roll. Grab your back on the road, play your favorite song. Scream your heart out and let the good times roll. Whoa, we will never let it go. Let the good times roll. We will never let it go. Oh, you see me move, my hips to you. You like it.
Okay, right there. That's the shot. Right there is the shot. I knew that if you're going to hit somebody with a car, it needs to be Kevin. And it's fun to watch Electric Callboy do like Abbey Road Walk or all these different things. But at some point, Electric Callboy has to push. And what I mean by push, I mean, well, that. Just a little bit over. You know, like zombies in a field. Or bowl cuts with penis cups. You know, or an overly aggressive Cupid in downtown Berlin. You had, you know, spaceship with a mustache. These are things you have to kind of, a little bit. Right there. Okay. Electric Callboy pushing a little bit beyond the envelope. Check. Done. Let's keep going.
Me feel the groove. Now it's your time to make a step. Both plays, but the single says go. Shake it, shake it. We will never let it go. Let the good times roll. We will never let it go. We turn on the fire, we are ready to go. Keep your fast close and let the good times roll. Grab your back on the road, play your favorite song. Scream your heart out and let the good times roll. We will never let it go. Let the good times roll. We will never let it go.
Of course it's the Shillo brothers. You know, That some of their best videos are from these guys. One of the guys is in the band, so there you go. Here's the thing that I really am enjoying about all of this, and it's very important that I say this. Electric Callboy for the last 6 years has really brought positivity and a very hype, you could say it twice if you want, hype energy to music. And unapologetically push the envelope of comedy, musicianship, and just the connection with the fans. It's paid off for them huge throughout Europe and in their global tours. Over the last three tours in the United States, we've been noticing it. And when I met with Tank the Tech in Dallas, he was like, dude, this is our biggest tour to date. This is the most cities, the biggest venues we've done. They're all selling out. It's to that level. And the collaborations are starting to come across where, although they are finding that audience in the United States. And when I went to the Dallas show, it was all ages, all vibes of people. It wasn't just metalheads. It wasn't just hype heads. You could see different demographics and styles. The one thing that brought them all together was the energy and positivity. And that translates. So here's the thing. What's the next thing? What's the next goal? What's the next thing that they could reach for? And I think it's crossover success in America, broad scale, because their music is very appealing to not only the people that love progressive music, not only the people who love high energy house and industrial styles from Europe, but also the metal genre. And it translates because it's always been fun. It's always been kind of viral. And when they did the Still Waiting collaboration with Sub 41, with Frank Zumo now being part of Electric Callboy, which is amazing. When they had their show in Los Angeles on this last tour, of course, you should go see that video because something special happened for Still Waiting. So, and then the previous collaborations with Baby Metal and so on and on and on, we're seeing they're at the cusp to where once you hit mainstream US, there's good and bad. Ready? The good is the more people that see them, the more people that fall in love with them, the better it is for them as a career and as a band. The bad thing for all of us who have followed this band all this time is once they go broad, you know, if they explode in the US like I would hope they would, it's going to be really hard to see them because the venues are going to be huge. And one of my favorite parts about Electric Callboy is when I went to the Dallas show, even though it was a 4,000 capacity venue, you still felt really close to the band. You could still feel like you were really close. Once you get to a certain size, there's a distance there. But it's a small price to pay to spread the love of this band. So I'm in. All right, everybody. My name is Oldskulenerd. I got to go. Before I go, of course, this is Electric Callboy and Offspring saying, let the good times roll. But I'm Oldskulenerd from South Louisiana saying, laissez le bon temps rouler. And with that, we'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a like. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to subscribe, right over there. A big thank you to all my Patreons out there for everything you do. And if you want more content like this, check them out above. Remember, love one another, take care of each other. We're all stuck on this mud ball together. We'll see you later.